So then eventually she faces consequences and become a doll or just like that.
Mm.
So I think you can avoid these kind of deception, but for that you should have experience, and how you can experience to doing the little mistakes when you are growing and you are raising, when you are going towards the maturity. So when you reach in a maturity, then I think there will be no margin of error. So that was the whole point of view of this story. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, good. Zishan. Next we have Anirudh.
Ma'am,
Yes, Anirudh.
What, ma'am? No mistakes, ma'am?
ma'am, in this video, a boy uh, in the snowy situation of a street writes a name Alma in the board, ma'am. Then
Yeah.
behind, suddenly on a way, suddenly he sees behind the glass doll, which is very attractive to him. He tries to look at the doll, but knows that, but soon realizes that there is a barricade or the glass that separates both of them. Now uh, he moves along the way of the glass and finally looks at that door which is present on the right side of the doll, ma'am. He tries to open the door but cannot. So he makes a ball of snow on the door, ma'am. But his action fails. Then he goes along his way with frustrated mind. But unusually, suddenly the door opens by itself. He becomes happy and gets into room, and he touches and looks along the sides of the room. On the ground, he sees a doll is running, and he finally looks there, his favorite doll.
Yes.
After, but here comes a turning point in the scene. The doll, a doll suddenly from his back makes him bonded, and through the magical spell and black magic, makes himself the doll. That is the room makes himself a doll, and that's the picture we see through his eyes. Ma'am, in the scene we see in the film, they will show us a way, show us the room in the perspective of that boy as a doll. Finally, we see that the boy himself has become a doll for in the view of others. The boy became a doll himself, and through this film, and finally, the boy has become a doll, and another doll has come into the display, which can be seen by others in the outside. And film got over, and they display the Alma name Alma again. From this film, I understand that many things will be attractive, but we should not get into them unless we know about those things fully. We should not get into unknown things and unwanted things, and especially these things, especially the magical things without our knowledge. We should always be some distance, maintain distance among them, and they if this also signifies the thought that, yeah, ma'am, if a little lamp means many flies will come along the lamp to see that it is a glittering light, but they don't know that it will pose a danger to themselves. On coming close to the lamp, the fly suddenly get along the get into the fire and get destroyed themselves. So I understand from this film that then we should not be like that flies and get ourselves into danger. And, thank you.
Very well done, Anirudh. So most of the time your voice was breaking, but I didn't want to like stop you in between. But yeah, you have explained nicely. So anyone else who would like to explain what video we have just, or I have just showed you? No? So guys, the title, you already know the title of the story. The title of the story is Alma. Okay? So what happens in this short film, it's a story about a doll shop that displays a doll that looks exactly like the child it's trying to capture. So Karthik gave it a title, Trap. So it was actually right because it was a trap. So once the child is in the store and reaches for the doll that looks like them, they get trapped and get stuck as a doll. The wall across the street with the names that we saw in the beginning, where the boy writes his name Alma. I was literally confused whether it's a girl or a boy.